Good morning, crew. Today we're going to be talking about tool safety, which is one of the simplest but most overlooked parts of our job. Every one of us uses tools daily, whether it's hand tools, power tools, or cutting tools. But when we get comfortable, that's when accidents happen. About 10% of all workplace injuries come from improper use of hand and power tools. These injuries are almost always preventable through inspection, proper use, and maintenance. First, we're going to talk about the types of tools and hazards. You have your hand tools, where you have striking tools like hammers or chisels, which can cause flying chips or slips if the head is mushroomed or loose. You got your cutting tools, which when it has a dull blade, it's going to require more force, which is more likely for it to slip. And then wrenches or pliers, where worn jaws cause slippage and loss of control. Next, you have your power tools, where you got electric tools, which can cause shocks or burns from damaged cords or missing grounding. You got pneumatic tools, where you can have a hose failure or flying attachments. And gas powered tools, which exhaust fumes and noise hazards. Next, we got to talk about inspection before use. Every tool should be checked before you use it. Look for cracks, frayed cords, missing guards, dull edges, or loose parts. Make sure cutting tools are sharp. As mentioned before, dull tools make you apply more pressure, where it's more likely the blade will slip. And for power tools, check switches, triggers, grounding, and cords. And always verify guards are in place and working. Never remove or block them. And always remember, if something doesn't feel or look right, take it out and remove it. And report it to your supervisor. Don't try and just make something work. Next, we're going to talk about the proper use of tools. First, you have your general safety rules, like always use the right tool for the job. Don't use a wrench as a hammer or a screwdriver as a chisel. Maintain a firm, balanced stance. Keep your eyes on the work. Distractions lead to slips. And never use damaged tools. Always wear your proper PPE like safety glasses, gloves, face shields, hearing protection, a respirator if needed. And keep your work area clean. Cords and clutter cause trips and falls. Housekeeping is very important. You have hand tools where if always strike the surface squarely, not at an angle. Don't carry your tools in pockets. Use a belt or a pouch. And when working above others, always secure your tools or use lanyards to prevent drops. Lastly, you have your power tools. Remember to disconnect power before changing blades, bits, or attachments. Don't bypass safety switches or remove guards. Keep hands clear of moving parts. Watch for kickback when cutting or drilling. Secure your workpiece with a vise or clamp. And inspect cords and hoses for damage, especially where they bend or enter the tool. And never carry your tools by cords or hoses. Next, we're going to talk about electric and battery tool safety. First, electric tools. Make sure tools are properly grounded or double insulated. Use GFCIs in wet areas. Never use cords with exposed wires or taped over spots. Always replace them. And keep cords clear of water, heat, and sharp edges. For battery tools, use only manufacturer-approved chargers. Store batteries away from heat or sunlight. And don't use swollen or cracked batteries. And always charge them in well-ventilated areas. Next, we're going to talk about maintenance and storage. Clean tools after each use. Wipe off oil, dust, or residue. It doesn't take long. Don't be lazy. It only takes a minute or two. And keep moving parts lubricated as it's recommended. And store tools in designated boxes or racks. Keep blades and bits covered or guarded. Recharge and store batteries safely. And label and separate defective tools until repaired or replaced. Finally, we're going to talk about PPE. Always wear your gloves for cuts, vibration, and grip. Always remember to wear safety glasses or a face shield to protect yourself from flying chips or sparks. Don't forget to wear earplugs when you're working with something that has a lot of noise. And if needed, wear a respirator if you're grinding or sanding dusty material. Finally, to wrap it up, let's go over some key takeaways. Inspect tools before each use. Use the right tool for the job. Don't modify or bypass safety devices. Store and maintain tools properly. Report and take out damaged tools immediately. And always protect yourself with the correct PPE. Does anyone have any questions on what we talked about today or need any clarification? Nope. Sounds good. Well, let's have a safe and productive day, guys. Thank you for the time.